Again, he's not bad in it. He's great in it.
Oh,
It's just
yeah. He's not bad in anything, I would say. I haven't seen Tiptoes, though. I want to watch that movie.
I'll come back for it.
Oh, let's do it. And then someone wrote Brian Dennehy in Gladiator, which I haven't watched. John Malkovich. Oh, is John Malkovich a better villain in Con Air or Rounders?
I mean, if the question features is someone a better something in Con Air, or the answer is they're better in Con Air.
Yeah, he's so good.
No matter
in
who
Con
it
Air.
is, what the role is, or what the comparison is, Con Air.
He's so good in Con Air.
Con Air's great.
And then, yeah, I mean, if he'd had Oreos in Con Air, he would have been better.
True. Let's see. I've only watched Rounders once, and Rounders is fine. But what I remember from it is Malkovich, and more specifically Malkovich's accent. A lot of accent talk on today's show.
Oh yeah.
But Con Air, like Cyrus the Virus, is great. He's got that great line like "Sayonara."
Yeah.
He's like the smartest guy in the world, and to have that ready, unless his name's Cyrus, people just call him Cy all the time. He's probably got that chambered. Like that's just ready to go. Whenever I kill anybody, they always say Cy to me first. So I just have that Anara dead.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, he's my favorite part of Rounders, but I like him better in Con Air.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's so good. I want Oreos now. All right, now Steven Dorff in Blade. Someone loved that. The bratty club kid charisma. I thought that was cool. Someone wrote Tommy Lee Jones in Under Siege, Dennis Leary in Judgment Night, Wesley Snipes in New Jack City, Gary Oldman in most 90s movies, and Eric Gordon in Shooter McGavin, which Shooter McGavin's a great villain.
Yeah.
Have you seen this movie? Someone wrote, one will never find a better 90s villain than Bruce Dern in Diggstown.
No.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. So that's what Adam Hodgins wrote. Adam's on the pod a lot. He said Diggstown, so I'm gonna have to look into that. Someone wrote, Hiroyuki Tagawa from Mortal Kombat, Russell Crowe in Virtuosity. And then Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man.
Hell yes.
Dude, that got a ton of likes. That's the
Hell
number.
yes.
And then, Philly Trainer, he wrote Demolition Man, of course. Dan Aykroyd in Grosse Pointe Blank. I do love that scene, though. He's like, I'll trade you, and he gets his head smashed with a TV. Someone brought up Michael Shannon in Premium Rush. That came out this decade.
Yeah, it's not a 90s film. He's a great villain, but it's not... I mean, it feels like a 90s film.
Yeah.
But if it had been, then that might be my answer, because Michael Shannon's fantastic.
He is great in that movie. I mean, that's a
Con Air remake with Michael Shannon in the John Malkovich role. Take my money.
Holy crap.
In all of the roles.
Who would be Nicolas Cage? Chris Pine?
Michael Shannon.
Oh.
Chris Pine could do it. I feel like he might be too big at this point.
Yeah.
Con Air is a huge ensemble. So you need someone a bit smaller.
Iko Uwais in Nick Cage's role.
Hell yes.
Let's do it.
But then you can't believe anybody could defeat him.
No.
The great thing about Nick Cage is he's clearly the hero. But you feel like there's these more powerful people around him. Iko Uwais, you just watch him thinking, he's got this. No one else needs to help.
That's funny that you say that, because
Bubba's going to be fine.
You're absolutely right. I was watching Triple Threat, and he was fighting, Black Dynamite. He was fighting,
Michael
Jai White.
Yeah.
And Michael Jai White is huge in Triple Threat. And while he's fighting Iko Uwais, I just kept thinking, Iko's got this. But I don't think there's any other actor on the planet that I could think that could happen. Does that make sense?
It's kind of the reverse of which I've just done a podcast on some of the Roger Moore Bond films, and watching The Man with the Golden Gun. There's a scene where Roger Moore gets to a dojo, and he's entered into a competition to fight against the martial artist. And I'm watching and thinking, I just feel sorry for James Bond here, because he's this old man being beaten up by this younger, more athletic martial artist. I just feel bad. It's the exact opposite. He's just this old guy. And I know that Roger Moore only gets older in these films. It just gets worse and worse the more I see somehow he defeats these younger, more powerful, more athletic people. And I just feel bad for the guy.
So let me get this straight. You're saying Iko Uwais for Bond.
Hell yes. I mean, Henry Golding is my pick for the next Bond. But if he doesn't want to do it, then Iko Uwais.
I said that. Henry Golding. I like McFadden or Richard Madden. Richard Madden after watching Bodyguard.
See, after watching Bodyguard, I was like, no, I can't see him as Bond. I didn't like him in Bodyguard.
Ooh. I'm with you.
I don't know why.
Henry Golding.
I feel like Richard Madden would just do a Connery impression. Not just because he's Scottish. I mean, partially because he's Scottish, but I just feel like he's just trying to be Connery. And I want someone to do something, their own thing.
I mean, Henry Golding. I love that casting. Do it.
Yeah.
Book it. I have three left for you. Angus McFadden in Warriors of Virtue. Never heard of that.
No.
And then Mommy and Daddy and People Under the Stairs, very good villains, over the top,
Yeah.
underrated movie. The Plague and Hackers, love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
People Under the Stairs is fantastic. Yeah, I can recommend that.
That's an underrated movie.
Yeah. So Wes Craven.
Yeah, but Cerrone is the number one. I have a picture. I'm just looking at his little tilted head, eyes squinted. Looks like he
see right up his nose.
I wish he would have had a toothpick in this movie at all times.
I can see that. I'm surprised he doesn't. It's one of those things where you look back, you think back and think, yeah, he had a toothpick. He must have done. It's the Berenstein Bears kind of thing.
Hey, so do you have any final thoughts about Anaconda?
I think we covered everything. So we talked a lot about this film.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I got my Christianity comparison in there.
That was great.
Nailing to the cross, or nailing with a cross. Yeah, I just would like, I mean, things have gotten better, but I just like B movie makers, or all movie makers in general. Just because, you don't have to have a token Brit in there, but if you do, don't make him a twat. Like, doesn't have to be some pompous, he drinks his wine out of a chalice. He brought a silver chalice on board this raft with him.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
I don't know where they're sleeping.
No, I'd like a bit more detail on just the layout. This is how Deep Blue Sea is great. I picked up my drink then to have a sip out of it, and then I just got turned onto a tangent. I put it back down again. I'll get back to that. This is where Deep Blue Sea is great, because there's a scene where Sam Jackson goes down in the lift, and they have in the elevator, and they have the whole exposition about this and about the whole undersea facility. You get a real feel for the place. They spend like 95% of the film on this raft, and I have no idea what's where.
Wow.
I don't need a cross-section diagram. It'd be nice. I don't need one, but just a scene of like a one shot, walking around the boat.
There's none of that.
A bit more character development in it.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm just happy that Jon Voight made the decisions he did.
Yes. I think if you take out Jon Voight, or if you replace him with, I don't know, Jon Voight doing his normal voice, and turning up just in a freshly clean t-shirt and shorts, then it would be a lesser film. It would be far less remembered. He is the most memorable part of this film. He makes Anaconda. It's not the Anaconda that makes it. It's Jon Voight. So without his decisions, we probably wouldn't be talking about it today.
I can't say that any better. You nailed it. That should be said on the poster. I love it. All right, well, this is fun, man. Thanks for recommending this. I'm looking forward to Lake Placid.
Lake Placid, yeah, that's next.
It's going to be good. All right, cool.
First time watch with me.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to see how you liked it. We'll have to save it for the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer. Oh, wait. Also, make sure to head to the Large Association of Movie Blogs to check out the site. If you are a writer, and if you do have a website, if you have a blog, become part of the LAM. I've been part of it for how long? 4 years?
Yeah, about that.
5 years? When was the first time I was on your podcast?
It was the 1950s draft. I have no idea when that was.
Maybe 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years, something like that. But there's a great community. I was just on the Forgotten Filmcast, so I had a fun time with Todd. We did a movie called Night Riders, but it's a really great community. And then your website. Do you want to tell them about your website before we get out of here?
My site is lifeversusfilm.com, lifevsfilm.com. I don't really do a lot there, but there's some reviews. There isn't a review of Anaconda. There probably won't be a review of Anaconda, but there's other more reputable films are reviewed there now and then.
Hey, so how about this? Do you want to record like a minute, like a 30-second ad? And since I forgot to ask you in the beginning of this, and then I'll just put it on. I'll put it on before the podcast as like an advertisement for the Lamb, or do you not want to do that?
I don't want to do that.
Fair enough. I was like,
no, I think you got it. You covered it with like, if people are writers, they can join the Lamb. It's the Large Association of Movie Blogs. It's an international association of movie blogs. It's large. We have almost 2,000 members. So if anyone has a blog or a podcast or anything to do with films and they want to be a member, then head over to largehousemovieblogs.com and sign up.
And there's fun polls and drafts and movies of the month.
Yeah, the Facebook page is facebook.com/largehousemovieblogs, I think, where we hold polls to determine the best of a certain category of film. Right now it's Spielberg films. I think this is probably going to come in September, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be doing our best Stephen King movies in September.
That's your polls have been blowing up too. I've been really happy to see that.
I've been having fun with them.
All right,
not always agreeing with where they're heading. I feel like Jurassic Park's not going to make it much longer in the Spielberg poll, but we'll see.
Boy.
It's not going to win because it's facing off against Last Crusade next, which it'll probably take. That's fine. But then next round it'll be up against Raiders, and that's a tough cookie to crack.
Yeah, that's bad. Oh, but in honor of you, we were cleaning the house the other day and we watched the third Indiana Jones. I love that movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that won the best 1989 film bracket.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my first pick in the draft.
Yeah. Well, no, next to Cyborg, of course.
Yes, of course. I mean, Cyborg got knocked out in the first round. But other than that,
I was the one guy saying that the whole thing was rigged.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying I rig them all entirely, but if I've got something that I think is going to win, it might be up against, I don't know, a terrible film first round. Just to be sure.
Cyborg?
Yeah, I can't remember what knocked Cyborg out.
Anything.
Yeah, there's not much that wouldn't have done it.
All right. Hey, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Jay Cluett, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.